Welcome to yet another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana, a whole year of this. And over the course of the year, the theme is Samatvam, equanimity, being the same in all circumstances. And the sameness we're looking for is the sameness of being true to ourselves. So, whatever situation we're in, we're acting and interacting in a way that we feel reflects the core of who we are. And we can call that core the self with a capital S. We've been moving toward chapter 12 of the Gita and how Samatvam is discussed in that particular chapter. But it really is a huge key chapter. And there's one more aspect of it I'd like to just discuss in general. And if you'd ever like to learn more, remember the books. The books have some commentary in them also. I've said this before to many people who have taken classes with me, and I may have said it before in this year, but Krishna repeats himself in the Gita. Well, I think I can follow that example. Ooh, it's like the birds here. Chapter 12. In Sanskrit, the name of the chapter is Bhakti Yoga. And I've there are so many different kinds of yoga, and many people aren't aware of the full scope. The Bhagavad Gita, actually, each chapter is a kind of yoga. So this is Bhakti Yoga. And if you've heard of it, you may have found people defining it as the yoga of love. And this is absolutely not entirely the case. Um, it's about devotion. The word bhakti and its root bhaj mean devotion, not love. And this is a key aspect. And we can think of it, since we're in the heart of the Bhagavad Gita, which deals with the heart, as emotional connection. What we're looking at here, when we look at the opposite of love, so with Samatvam, remember we're talking about these opposites in life. Um, Cold and warm come to mind right now. Raining and not raining. Am I still able to do my practice with enthusiasm? Okay. And one opposite that we, I think, mislabel is the opposite of love as hate. And according to the Gita and according to the Mahabharata and other traditions, I wonder what's going on. That's not entirely true. The opposite of love is apathy or disconnection. In fact, any emotion can be a connection between two entities. Anytime you hate something, you are practicing bhakti yoga and connecting to it. Anytime you are sad about something, anytime you're angry about something, as well as anytime you love something or someone. In the Gita, Krishna says that however any approach him, he responds. Whatever amount or tendril or quality of connection you are sending to the world, you're going to get that back. And this is one of the reasons why we're encouraged to become positive in our life. We're treating people kindly, with trust, with love. It's not all about making life better for them, although hopefully it does, but it's about making life better for you. Because if you approach the world in that way, the world, the cosmos, the universe also approaches you in that way. This is something I'd really like to encourage, because here in the States, with our interminable election cycle, people will think that they're really devoted to a particular candidate because they like them. Okay. But what I see is there's even more hate of a different candidate. So you're actually forming a deeper connection with what you hate. And I've mentioned this before too. When I was growing up, my mom had behaviors I admired and behaviors I hated. And I didn't go around saying, when I grow up, I'm going to be just like my mom when she did this for something I admire. But boy, when she said or did something, I was like, oh, I am never doing that. Those words are never coming out of my mouth. And guess what? The things I really put that emotional energy into, like, I am never going to do that, they're in me because I foster that connection. I encourage you, before we really go into chapter 12, which I think we'll actually get to tomorrow, technology willing, um, is to contemplate this idea of devotion as being separate from one particular emotion and being fostered by any emotional energy you send out. And the opposite of that is to feel disconnected, apathetic. Now, coming into today's practice, oh, I forgot to do the almanac. I'll do it right after this. Um, Today's practice is dedicated to, well, it's wonderful. I haven't heard from many people for a long time. And now I'm hearing from a variety of people by email or by text or by WhatsApp. This is happening in my life. And I'm happy to dedicate today's practice to a variety of people who have reached out or had someone reach out on their behalf. So for Molly M., this is for you. Jane, Jen B., and for Joanna. Today's practice, I'm reaching out to you with the hope that the connection is supportive, accepting, and healing. We do one round of one-footed prayer or tree pose. As is my want for the year, I'm doing it outside, barefoot. You can do it wherever you want to. You can do it sitting, you can do it lying down, and then we'll have 5 minutes of contemplation on this whole idea of devotion. You can see my feet. There we go. Good. Let's switch sides. The first day of the season where my feet are freezing to the patio. Yay! 5 minutes of contemplation about how you're expressing your devotion in your life. What emotional energy do you reach out with? Let's find out. Wow, I could barely hear the timer go off with all these interesting bird sounds. Deb, if you're watching and have any idea what might be going on, please feel free to let me know. And if you're like, I'm new to this and I'm not sure what's going on in general, I'll include the link to the very first video in the program below once I get off and have a chance to enter it. And you can jump in anytime, find a topic in the summaries that interest you, or just keep coming back tomorrow as we talk more about yoga philosophy and how ancient wisdom really can support your modern life. Thank you so much. Until next time. And it's quiet. They're waiting till next time.